The Goldfinch is one of the most boring, pretentious, no goal having, no point orientated movies that I have ever seen in the movie theater. The Goldfinch is directed by John Crowley and it stars Ansel Elgort, Oaks Fegley, Nicole Kidman, Jeffrey Wright, Luke Wilson, Sarah Paulson, and Finn Wolfhard. As I said, this movie is incredibly boring. It's 2.5 hours of just thing after thing happening, and you're not entirely sure how it plays into the story. You forget about characters completely, you forget about things that happened entirely. They just throw things at the screen and expect you to accept that it happens and not explain itself at all. There are multiple times where they try to force a character arc or character growth, and it explains things that you never saw on screen, that the movie never shows you, but decides to force down your throat as if you had seen it and you're so invested in the story. Like I said, there's just no point to this story. It just happens. Half of it is a coming of age story about Theo, played by Elgort and Fegley. But you forget that there's a painting in this movie. You forget that this entire movie is based around a painting. I didn't know what this movie was supposed to be when I watched the trailer, and I don't know what it was supposed to be after I saw the goddamn movie. It's just so nonchalant and boring about every single little thing that it does. This kid sees a bombing happen that kills his mother, so he steals a painting. And you would think that it would be about somebody trying to track down this painting for the entire movie, but no, it's, oh, now I'm going to get taken by my dad, I'm going to go out live in LA, and I'm going to do drugs with this Russian, and I'm going to go back to New York, and now, oh, all of a sudden the painting's a big thing again where he's about to get sued for it or something like that. I don't care, I wasn't paying enough attention. I really just don't know what else to say about this movie. It's not a flawed movie. It's put together well. There's some decent cinematography. The score is okay. The sound design is rather poor. The makeup on Nicole Kidman and Jeffrey Wright to make them look older is pretty freaking bad. Nicole Kidman has this weird tone to her monotone tone to her voice the entire movie that's extremely off-putting, and I don't know why the director or herself would make that decision to have in the movie. It's just perplexing, if I may say. And altogether, it's just, the acting is just bad in this movie. Oaks Fegley is okay in points. Finn Wolfhard has a terrible Russian accent through the entire thing. Sarah Paulson, I don't know why she signed on in this project. She didn't do anything particularly interesting or groundbreaking, which, okay, it's Sarah Paulson. She doesn't do a. When Sarah Paulson signs onto a project, you expect her to put her full interest into the project and not just act as if it's a check movie, unless you're watching Bird Box on Netflix. She usually turns in a pretty good performance, and in this, I just don't understand why she was there. Luke Wilson is pointless. Nicole Kidman and Jeffrey Wright, like I said, their makeup's bad, but for the most part, they're okay. I thought the score was bad. I already said that. And the main problem with the story in this movie is just the story. It's pointless. It's aimless. It doesn't know where it's going, and it doesn't know where it wants to end. One of the few positives I can say about this movie. There is some really good cinematography. The movie looks beautiful and stunning, and it's lit extremely well. And the runtime. This might be construed as a little bit more of a joke, but it's a 2.5 hour movie that really kicks ass and chugs along, and it does keep your interest. It doesn't stay in one spot longer than it should and overstays its welcome. It does keep the audience member interested. I wasn't bored in this movie, even though it is boring. I did want to see what was going to happen because I genuinely had no idea where this movie was going to go, and it was so boneheaded with some of the mistakes that it made. It's just interesting. It really is. And for the Goldfinch, I'm going to give it a 4.8 out of 10.